So I'm in my room right now. Uh, I think my room is the most suitable place to do this recording because I can talk freely and casually, and I'm not disturbing anybody else. So based on the reflection I made from the video 1.1 and 1.2 and 1.3. The video introduces three different communication styles in which auditory, kinesthetic, and visuals. So in my case, I exhibit auditory and visual communication style because and this style actually influences my learning behavior as well because I tend to be very attentive if the lessons is fun to watch or listen to, because I'm not the type of person that can only depend on hearing only. I really need to do something, I really need to watch something, I need to look at something, and something that is, maybe not moving, but something that's quite interesting and fun to watch. We are always laughing and stuff, and while jotting down the notes, or while doing revisions, or in a lecture room, while hearing a lecture, I always have problems if the lecture is really monotonous and boring and quite uninteresting, because it might, like I said just now, it might like grab all my attention before, because I'm not being very attentive. So, uh, in terms of communication style, I think my learning behavior also influences my communication style because I tend to, talk with body gestures and eye contact. I prefer to stand up straight and look at the person I'm talking to, because I think that will make me remain focused and, be clear in what I'm trying to convey and trying to say, So, and as we all know, in order to produce effective communication with the other person, you have to relay the information. We have to deliver the information clearly. What we intended to say clearly, so people see that communications sounds so simple. You just say what you mean, but it's not that simple, because um, because all too often when we try to communicate, people always get lost in translation, despite of our best intentions, despite of what we are trying to say, the message conveyed. So we always want to say one thing, but the other person might hear something else, and these might ensue misunderstandings, conflicts, frustrations. You cannot deliver what you're trying to say, you cannot deliver what you're trying to mean. So I've always wanted to improve my communication skills in order to suit my future career. So I'm hoping to be an English teacher one day. So I know that an English teacher must possess a very good communication skills. Of course, I must possess English proficiency. I must speak English fluently. I must master the language, as well as I must know how to grab my students' attention through my teaching. So if I want to be an English teacher in the future, you know, I need to start polish my communication skills starting from now. So I do try, or I have tried several methods to polish my communication skills. Um, to improve my skill, day by day, before I enter school in February, because I have practicum in February. So first, I will take some time to observe the most socially skilled person or people I know, or maybe a public figure, just like Barack Obama. I really adore him. I really admire how he talks to public, how he talks to his spectators. He really knows how to grab their attentions, and he always uses uh, sort of like a very interesting phrases and catchy phrase, and I really like his way of grabbing his audience attentions. And another thing, of course, most importantly, is the king of all teacher is practices. Practices make perfect. So I always practice my teaching. I always talk to myself. I always make conversations to myself a lot when I'm alone, just like now, just like what I'm doing right now. um, because I think that's how I improve my communication skill. That's how I listen to my pronunciation. That's how I observe my own verbal skills, my own words, my own grammatical rule, and my own grammatical skills. Mm. And last but not least, of course, I have improve my communication skills because I need to be able to connect with people. I need to build trust. People, when you have a good communication skill, people can trust you. By the way you're talking, you are convincing them that you are something, you have something to offer them. So I want to feel loved and heard and understood. So apart from that, I also learned that the speaker in the video itself, he exhibits very good communication skills. Like, he is the person I also admire him. He is the second model for me, role model. After Barack Obama, he comes second now, because he interacts from eye to eye. How he actually connects to his audience. I really love how he delivers his information. He really, really possess all the traits, what it takes to be a very good communicator. So that's my reflection for the first task. Thank you.